Okay guys, so today is going to be a very short one because it's a simple enough project. I'm going to show you how you can design a very professional looking interior designer website. Okay, so let's get started. Okay guys, so the very first step is to take care of our hosting and domain name registration. So for this, simply click on the very first link in the description below where it says get hosting here. Now it's important that you use that link because it will bring you to a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger, which will give you access to 75% discount. And if you use the coupon code MrWeb at checkout, you'll get an extra 10% discount on top. So simply click on this link here. And this is going to bring you to this page. And again, this is a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger. So special prices, obviously, no special discount. If you scroll down the page, you'll find different plans. So as you can see, start from only $2.99 per month. Next one up is $3.99. And then the cloud startup is $9.99. So what's the difference between those three? Well, basically is the performances and the speed. So as you can see, this one is standard performance, this one is up to 5 times faster, and this one up to 10 times faster. So now it depends on the amount of resources that you need. If you're only running one website, this one is absolutely fine. Now, if you're running multiple websites and also maybe e-commerce website, you might want to consider either this one or this one, depending on the amount of traffic and visitors that you're expecting every month. And also with Hostinger, you get a lot of free stuff. You know, you get free SSL certificate, free email, and also a free domain name. These options normally are paid with most web hosting companies. So in this case, you get those for free as well. And if you go for the business plan here, you get free CDN as well, Content Delivery Network. Now, obviously, they provide you with daily backup and weekly backup. As you can see, the entry level here is weekly backup, so they will back up your website once a week. If you go for the $3.99 one, you'll get a daily backup as well. So every day you have a full backup of your website. So feel free to select any of those plans. You can start with the $2.99 one and you can always upgrade to the next one up later down the line if you need more resources. So let's get started with this one here. So click on Add to Cart. And from here, you're going to select your billing cycle. So as you can see, it goes from 12 months to 48 months. Obviously, the longer your billing cycle, the more you're going to save. As you can see, it's $2.99 per month, but here you're going to save $432. Here, $216, and right here, $108. So what does that mean exactly? Well, basically, if you lock in your price at $2.99 for a year, after that, you will renew at $9.99. If you select 24 months, you will renew at $7.99, and 48 months, you will renew at $6.99. So basically, for 4 years, you're going to pay $2.99 per month instead of $6.99. So feel free to select any of those. So let's continue on with the 48 months deal here, okay? So we scroll down the page, you can create your account, you select your payment method, and right here, we have a quick overview of how much it's going to cost you. So as you can see here, the normal price should be $707 down to $176. So this is a massive saving, isn't it? Now I also have a coupon code for you. So here, type in MrWeb. So there you go. And as you can see, the normal price $176.53, including taxes. Now let's apply this. And as you can see, now it's only $158.88. So that means that you get to enjoy a massive discount of 78%. And then after this, proceed to checkout. And now you can log into your account. So let's do this together. So simply enter your email address and password and let's log in. So this is your Hostinger dashboard. And right here on top, as you can see, you can claim your free domain. So for this, let's click on claim domain. And right there, you're going to type the domain name that you want to register. So for instance, your domain name, okay? And then select your extension. As you can see, you have .in for India, .me for personal websites, .com, this is the most popular one, obviously. You also have .net, .xyz, .help, .host. So select the one that suits your type of business. So let's go ahead with .com as an example here. And then we're going to check the availability. So let's click on this. And as you can see, this one is already taken. So you might have to look for a different variation of your domain name. So in our case here, we're just going to try to register Learn with MrWeb, okay, as a .com. So again, let's check the availability. So this one is available. So we're going to claim our domain, okay? So let's do this together. So let's claim our domain. And then by law, you have to enter your details here, obviously, you know, because you have to know who's registering the domain name. So let's click on the next step. So I'm going to fill this out very quickly. So there you go. And now finish registration. Very good. So now let's click continue. Very good. As I can see, the email verification is pending at the moment. So basically go to your mailbox and click on the link that's inside that email. So I've done that already. So now we can refresh. Very good. As you can see, now it's active and verified as well. Now we can set up our server. So we go back home here. So depending on which plan you purchase, maybe premium, business or cloud, you will see one of those sections here, okay? So when it's not set up yet, you will have a button like this one just next to it. So again, it could be premium, business or cloud. Either of those is absolutely fine, you know. So now click on setup. Now we're going to click on start now. And right here, you're going to go through a few different questions. It's like a setup wizard, basically, you know, to help you set up your hosting. So as you can see, I have a few questions here. What are you creating the website for? So you can select either of those, or you can skip altogether. I would advise that you skip this one altogether, you know. Right here, what are you going to do? Are you going to create a new website or migrate a website? Well, in our case, we're going to create a new website. So select this. So do you want to build this with AI or ourselves? Well, we're going to build this ourselves. So just skip this step altogether now. And you're going to select your domains. So normally it should show up automatically, but if you have more than one domain registered, you might click on the drop-down menu and select the one that you want to assign to this, and then click select. And now right here, you're going to select your server. So this should be normally the nearest either to you or to your target audience. So let's say if you're based in United States, selling to people in the United States, well, you select either of those two here, but maybe you're based in the United States, maybe selling exclusively in Europe, in which case you might select one of those servers here, okay? So because we're based in Ireland here, we can select either Netherlands or maybe United Kingdom. So United Kingdom should be nearest. So let's click on this and now click change. Very good. And now we're going to finish our setup. So as you can see, now it's taking care of everything. We can see the progress line. So now as you can see, it's installing the SSL certificate for us automatically. Very good. So we're done already. As you can see, well done. You are ready. So from here, you can either go and see your website. So we don't need that because we haven't built anything yet. So we're going to go back to our control panel. Okay, so let's click on manage site. There you go. And we're back to our dashboard now. So now from here, we're going to create an email address and also we're going to install WordPress on our server. So first, as you can see, it says free email setup is not finished. So let's click on the manage here. Very good. So as you can see, I have paid plans as well. I would go with the free one. Absolutely no problem with this, you know. So I'll click select. So let's create our email address. So maybe info@. You're going to enter your password and then a recovery email just in case. I'm just going to put hello@mrweb.tv. Okay. And now we're going to create our new account. And there you go. As you can see, we have a new email address now and you can access it using the webmail. So if you click on this, you can open this in a new tab. So this is your email address. Enter your password as well and click login. And there you go. As you can see, this is your mailbox, basically inbox and sent and spam and archive. So basically you can access all your emails immediately from here. And now we can go back to our dashboard. Okay. So from here, we're going to install WordPress. So right here, you have website, click on this, expand. And as you can see, you have WordPress and auto installer. This is the one we need to click on. Okay. So click on auto installer. And now for this type of project, we just need WordPress. We don't need WooCommerce. WooCommerce is an e-commerce platform. We just need WordPress on its own. So what we're going to do is click on this, so select. So first, let's enter the website title. So maybe learn with Mr. Web. Make sure the admin email is correct and then create a username and a password as well. Now we move to the next step. So right here, you can select if you want automatic updates or not. So it is advised to use this option here, update only to minor version, but that's really up to you. If you want to automatically update to the newest version, you can select this one here altogether. Again, that's really up to you, okay? And then click install. And there you go, guys. You can see this is done already. So we have everything installed, you know, Lightspeed cache, object cache, SSL certificate. So now you can edit your website by clicking on this button here. So click on that, it will open up in a new tab and this will give us access to our WordPress dashboard. Very good. So welcome to our WordPress dashboard. So let's have a quick look in the front end. So if you hover on the name here, visit site, open in a new tab. So this is what our website looks like at the moment. So this is the default theme, the 2023 that comes with WordPress. So obviously we're going to replace that with our own now, okay? So let's go back to the WordPress dashboard. We go to appearance, themes, add new theme. And this is the one we're going to use here, Astra. So if it's not showing up in your recommended, you can always search for it in the search bar here. Look for Astra and there it is again, okay? So if you hover on top, you have the install button, click on this. And then activate. And now we're going to install our starter templates. So they keep changing things around. So depending when you're going to watch this, you might see this button here. If it's not there, you can always go to Astra, go to your dashboard. And then here you have starter templates and you can install it from here as well. So again, depending when you're going to watch this, it might be one option or the other. So install and activate. And then from here, select build with templates. Very good. So these are all the different templates we have available. So as you can see, they all look very professional and some of them are premium, so paid version. But again, we're going to use a free one today. So which one are we going to use? Well, if you go back on top here, if you go under the Professionals tab, you will find Interior Designer. Click on this, and there it is right there on top. As you can see, we have a beautiful template that we can use to build our own website. Now to install it, all we have to do is basically click on it. Now here in the corner, as you can see, you can select Block Editor or Elementor. Please make sure you have selected Elementor. It's the easiest drag and drop page builder you will find on the market. Very easy to use. Okay, so let's click on this now, and right there you can see a quick preview of what it looks like. So that looks very, very professional indeed, and it's going to be super easy for us to customize this and make it look very professional. So I'm going to skip the logo for now. We'll upload this later, so skip and continue. Now you can select your color palette. So as you can see, you have red, you have a pink, maybe orange, and you can see the background color will change, all the icons will change, and the content of your website, as you can see, the background color will also change slightly. So if you select green, maybe, or blue, whichever color you have, obviously, you know, related to your logo. So I'm just going to go with blue for now. And you can also select a specific font. So we have Poppins by default at the moment, but you can try something else, you know. As you can see, this will give a totally different feel. So this is more a feminine touch, I suppose, you know. So depending on the mood you want to project, obviously, you know, feel free to select any of them. So I'm just going to go with this one as an example. So let's continue. And now all we have to do is basically click this big button here, submit, and build my website. So there you go, the installation has started. Very good. So as you can see, this is done. Congratulations, your website is ready, and it took only 42 seconds to build. So now we can exit out of this, and let's go back to our front end. So this is what our website used to look like. So let's refresh very quickly. And there you go, guys. You can see we have our website, and all the demo content was imported. Look at this. That looks very professional, doesn't it? So this is absolutely beautiful and very professional. And now let me show you how you can customize everything. So obviously this is the home page, but we also have an about us page. We have services and projects, etc., etc. Okay, so basically that's all. So now let me show you how you can make it your own. So again, we go back to the WordPress dashboard, and let's start with our home page. So we go to pages, all pages, and this is our home page. I can see front page. And it's built using Elementor. So we can edit here or edit with Elementor. Because it was built using Elementor, we need to click on this link here, okay? So I'm just going to open that in a new tab altogether. So right click, open in a new tab. It's always handy to have your front end here, your back end here, the WordPress dashboard, and your Elementor page right here. So as you can see, I have the navigator here, so you can close that for now. And now let me show you how you can customize everything from within this page. Very good. So if you're not familiar with Elementor, basically it's a very simple drag and drop page builder. So by the side here, we have all the widgets, which has basically different elements that you can use and drag and drop on your page. So as you can see here, we have headings, images, text, video, and so on and so on. So there's loads of different elements that you can use to basically build the website and design it in the front end, okay? And then on this side, you have your actual page. So as you can see, if you hover on top, you will see like a wireframe pink color. So this is basically, if I click on this, you can see this is a container. And if you go inside here, we have another container inside that container. And then you have those different elements. So this is a heading. This is text editor. Here, what do we have? We have an icon list. And this one should be an image normally. There you go. So this is basically how it works. Okay, now if you click on this, you go back to all your elements. And if I wanted to insert something here in between, all you have to do is basically grab it and then drop it wherever you want. So you can see that pink color, this is exactly where it will be. And there you go. Now we have a button here. And if you want to delete something, simply right click on it and then delete. Okay. Now, if we bring back the navigator, as you can see, this is a quick overview of the structure of our website. So if I click on this, it will bring me directly to the next container. And then you can move them around as well if you wanted to reorganize your stuff here, okay? So let's say if I wanted to have this container here on top of this one, simply move it around. And there you go, you've reorganized your page. So I'm going to just put it back the way it was. It looks a lot better, obviously, you know. It's just to show you how this works. If you expand, you can see the inside container and all the elements inside each container. So that's basically how this works. So this is Elementor. And like I said, super easy drag and drop page builder. And obviously you can design your pages to display perfectly on any device. So if you go here, as you can see, you have responsive mode. If you click on that, you can select the type of device. So this is for desktop. This is for tablet. And this is for mobile phones. And as you can see, it will display absolutely perfectly on any device. Now you can always tweak things around, and the settings you're going to save and adjust for each device will only apply to that type of device. So that's basically how this works. Okay, so this is a very comprehensive solution as always, and I'm going to show you now how you can customize everything from inside your page. Very good. So first, let's take care of our hero section, and most importantly, our main heading here. So obviously this is the most important section of your website because this is the first thing that your visitors will see. So right here, as you can see, it says I'm Kyle Mills, interior designer. I think this is absolutely perfect because it tells people exactly who you are and what is it that you do. Okay, so here all you have to do is basically click on this. As I can see by the side, you can change the content. Okay, so you can either change it from here or you can change it from here immediately as well and type. Either way is fine. Okay, so I'm just going to put here John Doe as an example. Okay, and then interior designer. Now as you can see, this is not displaying the same way. You can increase the font size as well if you wanted to. So for this, you go to style, and this is all related to typography. So typography, it's all related to font. Okay, so click on the small pencil here. You can close this, and right there, as you can see, you can select your font family, the size, the weight, how you want to transform, style, decoration, and so on. So we can just change the size perhaps here and try a bit bigger, slightly bigger. Okay, so we can go maybe like this. So I'm John Doe and then interior designer. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? And you can also change the weight of your font. So maybe thinner, or maybe thicker. I think it was fine, black like this. I think it stands out very well, you know. You can also change the color of your text. So if you click on this one here, you'll have your default colors. So these are all related to your theme, or you can select any colors that you want here from the chart basically. Okay, so that's really up to you. You feel free to design it the way you like it. I think black is probably better, you know, it's pretty neutral, but again, feel free to design this the way you like it. Maybe you want some highlight of blue or something like this. So here on top, as you can see, you have award-winning interior designer. Are you an award-winning interior designer? If this is the case, well, perhaps you can just leave it like this. Otherwise, maybe you can mention your location. So interior designer based in, let's say, Dublin or London, or whichever way, you know. Let's say London. Okay, and that's pretty handy because this way you provide all the information they need to know. You are John Doe, interior designer, and you're based in London, so there is no doubt whatsoever what is it that you do. So right here, as you can see, we have a widget called text editor. So here basically add a small paragraph, maybe explaining a little bit about yourself, you know. So I just came up with something here. There you go. So type whatever you want. Again, something that's going to back this up and add a bit more information that they might want to know about. Okay. So here, as you can see, we have what is called an icon list. So you can use this maybe to bring out a few important stats, maybe how many projects you've taken care of, maybe how many customers you have, or something like this. Okay. So how can you customize this? Well, it's very easy. As you can see, if you click on this, you can select your icon. So you have all that selection here. So depending what you want to showcase and explain to your customers, maybe whatever it is you want to mention, obviously, you know, something important, select any of those icons, and then you can change the text here basically just by the side. And again, everything is configurable. If you go to style, and as you can see, this is your icon. You can change the color, you can change the size, and do the same with the text. You can change the typography and the color as well. So right here, as you can see, we have a button. So this should link normally to an internal page. So if we have everything about you here, maybe read more could link back to your About Us page. Okay, so how can you do so? Well, it's very easy. Go back to the front end, click on About, fetch the URL, Control-C, go back here, and instead of the hashtag, type in your URL. Okay, so you don't need the whole full URL with your domain name. You can simply type /about/ and it will work as well. Okay, now the most important part of our hero section obviously is the image here, the picture. So find a lovely picture of yourself, probably smiling as well, I would say, you know, because people love to know who they're dealing with, and a picture speaks 1,000 words, obviously, you know. So if you click on this now, you can upload your own image. So click on that again, upload file, select file. So I found a few pictures online, you know. You might have to try a few different things. So you can see this one has a dark background which should fit perfectly. So let's use that one first and then select. So the reason why I selected this one is because, as you can see here underneath, we have a black background and it blends in perfectly with that one, you know. Now, don't be afraid to bring in some colors as well. So let me show you what we could do as well. Upload file, select file. You could select this one here with a pink background or some bright colors as well, you know, and then select. So obviously now this is clashing, but we could change the background color of this box here. So if you click on this, go to style, as you can see, this is our color. Select the color picker and go and select the pink here. So this is the one. And that's basically it. So this might work as well. You see, it's not so quirky. It's absolutely fine. Again, this is really up to you. If you feel like introducing a bit of bright colors, don't hesitate to use colors like these. Now, if you wanted to revert back to a previous point in time, you can always go to history. As you can see, color, global color, choose image. So we can go back to this. Okay. And this should normally, this is the one here, okay? Very good, so that's us done with the hero section. So from time to time, don't forget to click update to save the work and your changes, obviously, And now we can move on to the next section. So here underneath, as you can see, we have our image slider. So how can you customize the image that will display? It's very simple. Right click on it, edit container, and now go to style, and this is where you can add them. So you can add as many as you want, obviously, So all you have to do is click on the small pencil here. It will show up the gallery. And if you wanted to add to your gallery, click on this button here, add to gallery. And now you can select any of those images or upload your own, obviously, So let's add maybe 2 more images. So let's select our file. So I'm going to select those 2 images here and then open. Very good. And then add to gallery. And now we can insert the gallery. And then there's a few different settings here that you can customize, like infinite loop. So basically we'll play all these images and then start all over again from the start, I would highly recommend you leave it on. It's probably easier. How quickly do you want to change from one to the other? 5,000 milliseconds is 5 seconds. So if I was to put, for instance, 2,000, well, every 2 seconds it will display a new image. As you can see, it's much faster now. So that's really up to you, I wouldn't go too fast, not too slow. Maybe 5,000 is a happy medium. Here you have the type of transition, background size, and so on. So now obviously by the side here, we have the box here. So if you wanted to change the name, all you have to do is click on this again. So I'm just going to put John Doe again, okay? And then here you can put a short description about yourself. And I'm going to show you this one here. So these are social media icons. So how can you change that? Again, by the side, click on this and you can change the icon and then put the link to that social media platform. So let's say you also have an Instagram account. So let's add this, click on the icon itself and type Insta. So Instagram, there you go, okay. And then insert. And then you can type the link here. So I'm just going to put a hashtag for now, but this would actually link back to your actual Instagram account, obviously, Now you can reorganize them as well, If you wanted Facebook and Instagram to be next to each other, and maybe have YouTube first and then Twitter and LinkedIn, you can easily reorganize them by drag and dropping them, okay? Okay, very good. So let's move on to our next section now. So here we have a quick overview of your services. So interior design, design and build, in procurement. Now, if you wanted to add something or remove something, you can easily do so, okay? So as you can see, 1, 2, 3. If you wanted to add a 4th one, you can right click on the container here and then duplicate. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the other way around, if you wanted to delete one, simply right click on it and then delete. That's basically how it works, okay? And then you can easily customize the content. So right here, number 1, and then the description of the service, so interior design, and your description here, okay? So this is pretty self-explanatory, I'm not going to show you how to do that. We've covered that already. Right here, as you can see, we have a button that should link back normally to our services page. So if you decide to keep that page here, services, you can leave it there and customize it afterwards. So all you have to do is fetch the end of the URL after the trailing slash, so services, and then insert it here instead of your link, okay? Just like that. And then we have our last section here, which is your latest project. So that's a very nice touch, I think, just to show your visitors what you're capable of, obviously, so they can have a quick idea of the type of result they can expect for themselves. So again, as you can see, it's very easy, just click on this, you have services, you can type a short description here. And again, you have view all services, so we can replace this. Instead of that, we're going to replace that with our URL, so / services, and then / again. Oh yeah, so the images here, again, same principle. If you wanted to change this, it's an image gallery, so feel free to click on the pencil here and you can add as many images as you want. So let's add this one and this one again, and then add to gallery, insert gallery, and then now don't forget to click update, and that's it. We're done with the home page now, so we can go back to our WordPress dashboard, click on the hamburger menu, exit, and then click on the WordPress logo, and there you go. We're back to the WordPress dashboard now, and obviously you would do so with all the pages that you intend to keep. So if you want to keep the About Us section, all you have to do is basically go through the same process, go and change those images, the content to fit your business model, obviously, you know. So once you have all your pages designed and completed, we can then take care of our header section, so change our logo and the menu section. So as you can see, there's a Let's Talk button here. So we're going to link this back as well to our contact form as well. And then we need to take care of our footer section. So let's do so together now. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. And first, let's change our logo, okay? So for this, we go to Appearance, Customize. And for this, all you have to do is hover on top of the logo, click on the small pencil, and now you can upload your own. As you can see, there are two different types of logos. There's a bright one, white, and a dark one, okay? Because look, if you go here, this is dark on a white background. If you go to the about, it's the opposite way. So you need to upload both versions for it to look perfect, okay? So let's go back here. So let's change this one first. So upload media, select file, and then we have two versions here, a white one and a black one, okay? So you can upload both, and let's select the white one here for this version. So choose image, and now we need to upload the black one. So we go one step backwards, okay? Then from here go to site title and logo, and as you can see, this is the black version. So click on this now and replace it with the other one. So select and then skip cropping. Very good. So as you can see, it's displaying properly as well, you know. So now click publish, and let's put this to the test, okay? So we're going to go to the front end now and refresh. So this is displaying fine, and let's see on the white background, this is just perfect, guys. Okay, so this is how you can change your logo. Now let's link this button here. So we go back here, and now you can hover on top. As you can see, if you click on the small pencil, you can add the link. So let's talk. Well, obviously this should link back to your contact page. Again, fetch the end of your URL after the trailing slash, and then paste it here, and then publish. And then I'm going to put this to the test immediately, okay? So we go back to the home page and refresh. So let's talk. And there you go. This is bringing us to the contact page where you can see your contact details or send you a message via the form here, okay? So this is working fine. So next we have to change our menu section here. So let's go back here, exit out of there. We go to Appearance, Menus. Very good. So as you can see, you have the home page, About, Services, Project, and so on. So if you wanted to remove one of them, so for instance, you don't need project and testimonials, you can basically click on this and then remove it from there, okay? So click on that again and then remove. Now the other way around, if you wanted to add a page, as you can see, they're right here by the side, okay? So view all. So let me add those back again. So project and what did we say again? The other one is testimonial, okay? So add new. And now you can reorganize them as well, obviously, you know. You can drag and drop them basically just like this, okay? There you go. Now, if you wanted to have menu and then sub-menu, you can do that as well, you know. So if you wanted your project and testimonials to be underneath services, you can indent it. So just like that and like this, okay? So let's save the menu. Now let's go back to our home page here and refresh. As you can see, services, underneath you have project and testimonials. So you can break this down in different sections if you wanted to as well, you know. So that's basically it. So now I'm going to just put them back the way they were, you know. So just like this, and then save again. So that's basically how you can customize your menu. And now what's left is basically our footer section here, okay? So for this, we go back there, we go to Customize, and then scroll down the page, and again, hover on top of the section you want to edit, click on it. Now, as you can see, there is no options here. So some of them you cannot change immediately from here. The only one you can change from here is basically your social media icons. So again, same principle. As you can see here, you can type Facebook, select your icon and put the URL. So I'm going to put a hashtag here, but obviously you put the actual URL, okay? And you would do so with as many social media icons that you have. So publish. And now let's take care of the other sections here. I'm going to show you where they are. So exit out of this. And now we go to Appearance and then Widgets. And right here, as you can see, a Footer Builder 1, Footer Builder 2, and Footer Builder 3. So if you click on that, as you can see, this is your content. Click on it, and now you can simply edit this, okay? So this is your title, and this is the content. You can close this now. Let's go to the next one. So these are your contact details. Again, click on it, and then you can type your own details. So instead of Kyle Mills, I'm just going to put John Doe, okay? And here the email address, I'm going to put hello@mrweb.tv. Oops, sorry, .tv. There you go. Very good. And then you can do the same with the last section here, Footer Builder Widget 3. And this is basically your address. And basically type your address here and keep my location or address or whatever you want to say, you know. And obviously we don't have to change the follow me because this is already done and taken care of. So click update. So our footer is displaying properly. So let's go back to the top and click on Let's Talk. I'm just going to show you here. So you have the contact form here, name, email, subject, and message. Where is this going? Well, I'm going to show you how to customize this now, okay? Make sure that you receive all these inquiries. So let's go back to the WordPress dashboard. And right here, you have WP forms, okay? So this is where it is. So you go to all forms. This one is called contact form 1. And this is very similar to Elementor's simple drag and drop form builder. As you can see, you have all the different elements and you can insert them here. So at the moment you have name, email, subject, and message. Maybe you want to ask them something additional. Maybe what type of work do you need done or something like this, you know? In which case you could select maybe a drop-down menu, put it in between here, okay? So here instead of drop-down, I'm going to say type of work required. And then you can put your different options here. So I don't know. Interior design, maybe procurement, and maybe something else here, okay? As you can see, they're not displaying the labels on these ones because it looks a lot better like this, you know, you don't have the labels on top. So name, email, subject, and message. So we can do something similar. So for this, we go to advanced and then hide label. As you can see, now it's not there anymore. But now we need to add something into the placeholder, you know? So we're gonna add again type of work required. Very good. And then save. Now let's go back here and refresh. As you can see, now we can select the type of work required. So as you can see, it's not taking the full width, so we can change that very easily as well. We go back here, field size. As you can see, large, save. Let's try again. Very good. So that looks a lot better already. And now we're going to make sure that this is going to reach us, obviously, you know. So now we go to settings, notifications. And right here, as you can see, you need to put your email address. So the email address, that's very important, should belong to the same domain name that you're building your website on, okay? So if it's learnwithmrweb.com, it should be info@learnwithmrweb.com. Otherwise, it's not going to work, okay? So I'm just going to select this here, Control-C. So I'm going to put info@, and I'm going to remove the small dot here. That's perfect. And then I'm going to copy this again in this field here, from. So send email address, and then from. Remove this, and as you can see, the error message is gone now, and you're guaranteed to receive that to your mailbox. So save. Very good. So now let's put this to the test. And so let's fill out our details. So perhaps like this, you know, someone got a new apartment, is just wondering if you can help. It looks a bit dated. Can you help with that? So then send message. And there you go. Get a confirmation that the message was sent. And now you can take care of this inquiry and generate more revenue. So there you go, guys. You can see this is a very efficient and very professional looking website that is guaranteed to generate more income for you and your business. So as always, I'll leave all the links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.